Welcome back, tribe. Have one here from Man Guide. All men are moving on.
What is one secret you never told your ex?
That I was up with someone else.
I cheated.
I cheated. I cheated.
Jesus.
This is crazy.
Well, here we go again.
If you're a mid-single woman, you should move to San Francisco because dating here is on easy mode. You know, in New York and LA, you see so many beautiful women with schlubby guys. Here it's the opposite. There are 6'4" software engineers who rock climb on the side. By the way, that's all software engineers who will like you even though you're chronically online and the worst. And it's just like they have Stockholm syndrome because of supply and demand. There's so many more.
You see how she self-admitted? Because I'm chronically online and we're the worst. They know, man, that they shouldn't be spending this much time on social media. They understand that it's a negative. Women aren't dumb, guys. You gotta pretty much understand this. When you get gaslit or lied to about like them playing pretend, being dumb about like guy friends don't want anything. They're just totally my friend. That's the backup guy. Or she's at least using him for like boyfriend material for free without having to put out. Knowing and posting all these pictures that are less than flattering when you're in a relationship with a man that you're supposed to be in love with, yet you're posting half your naked body online for the admiration of other men because you want to get a bunch of likes, and it makes you feel good, especially when your options are open in the DMs so that a bunch of men are messaging you and you're flirting, and it's at the very least just an ego boost to know that you still got it and you're out here, you could fish for a new man. But at the very worst is you're inviting another man's attention and gaze simply for the backup when your man messes up or whatever you deem your man messing up in your relationship. And then you go and say, next, that's it. Another swipe away, another swipe away. This is why they're perpetually unhappy, dude. They've never even figured out how to love themselves. They're always looking for outside attention and admiration. It's sad, dude. They're in dire straits. They don't even know it. They call it empowerment, but it's becoming a slave.
Of them than there are of you, so they don't know that they're getting a really bad end of the deal. So I highly recommend it. Go techies.
You see what I mean? And this is what I've been telling you the whole time. Women use good guys as bailouts for bad decisions. They have their fun in their 20s. They sleep around with all the bad boys, all the jocks, all the semi-famous dudes, all the check marks, all the rich businessmen in the area. They have experiences that they'll never forget about. And once they're ready to settle down, when no man wants to settle with them and they see the competition's becoming difficult and they see that the younger chicks that are now in their 20s are getting on the boats, meanwhile, she's pushing 30 plus. That's where you come in, Ted. That's where you software engineer comes in with no experience, kept your head down, busting your ass in college to get to where you are, what you're getting paid to bail a street queen out of her bad decisions. And she'll treat you nice in the beginning. Oh, the bedroom acrobatics, they're going to be great. She's going to whip out all the moves that she used to do for those men out of pure lust. She's going to do just to entrap you in a relationship. And once that's over, this is why you hear men say, and then we got married and then the sex dried up. No shit, bro. You're the mark you got settled for. Once she put the ring on, that was game over for your ass. The leverage has completely switched in her favor. You were never the man she wanted. That's why the sex dried up. For the real dudes that settle down with a woman that really looks up to them and you're that guy, you're the quote alpha, you could label this shit whatever you want. But when you're that guy and you get married, it doesn't matter married or not. She's putting out every day. She rips her clothes off the moment you get home. There's a big difference between a woman preying on a dude like he's a mark, a cubicle Carl, a bug sandwich male, and being with a guy she truly looks up to and feels lucky that she, quote, locked down and settled down for her. Dude, the difference is incredible. The brutal truth is most men will never get to experience this. Most men aren't a woman's choice. At least speaking from the West and the statistics we have. I mean, have you been on dating apps? That's basically unfiltered nature at work right there. And the rule is 95 to 5%. That's just women being honest.
You know what? Today, a female friend of mine asked me a very interesting question. I decided to share it with y'all out there. And what she asked me was, why dudes don't go on dates no more? But in a nutshell, this is what I told her. Because for one, a lot of females these days don't appreciate the dates these dudes take them on. On top of that, too, the female requirement for dates is ridiculous. Because to them, it's not considered a date unless you spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on their ears. It's crazy as hell because why should I spend all that money on you? I don't even know you. I can see if we're in a relationship or we married, but not if I just met your ass. And not only that, let's not forget about the foodie call issue. Let's keep it 100. A lot of females only go on dates for the free food, but got the nerve to take home a damn doggy bag. Doing all that just to later on say, I'm not really feeling you like that. And on top of that too, a lot of y'all ladies out there like to make the date feel like a damn interrogation. Asking us all these damn crazy ass questions and shit. Cause stuff like that literally takes all the fun out the date. And the final and most important reason why a lot of dudes don't go on dates no more, because it's a dude that y'all messing with on the side that's smashing y'all and don't even have to take y'all on the date at all. While the requirements of an average dude is to take y'all out, spend all this damn money to wine and dine y'all, in hopes of getting a damn thank you for the damn date. Why put in all this work when it's not beneficial to us? Hey, I'm just keeping it real. Hey, you ain't gotta listen to me, but one thing you can't say I didn't try to tell you.
Facts. She always has a guy on the back burner. Never, ever, ever assume you're the only one, especially in the Western world, especially if you're using dating apps, especially in how casual sex has become here. Don't ever assume. You do not have a unicorn, and you will get played for a fool if you do so. Warning you.
Social media has ruined relationships not just because of cheating, but because the average male cannot compete with the amount of attention that women are receiving online. There's posts like this. And these posts have over 1 million likes and thousands of comments where women are getting their self-worth and their value from random strangers on the internet. And you think that the average male is going to be able to compete with any of that. They're not.
Nope.
You will never be able to compete with the amount of attention that she's getting from social media. And that's why a lot of women refuse to give up their social media or stop posting thirst traps the minute that they're in a relationship.
Facts.
Why? Because they know that you as a man cannot fill that void. But also it's made the average woman look like a 7 or an 8 when they're a 2 or a 3 or a 4. I have never seen a single person that I've seen online walking around in real life. Why? Because they don't look like that. So that's the other thing. Their ego goes way up here when
Litmus test if she loves you or not. You ask her to delete her social media and she does. That's simple. Trust me. You got a girlfriend right now? You got a wife? Tell her, I want you to delete social media. I don't think it's healthy for our relationship. And I care about what we have here more than other people prying into the business of our private life. Tell her that. If she hesitates, that's not your girl. And that's not toxic advice, my friend. That's you creating boundaries.
really they need to be humbled. Okay, bye.
The truth is that the good guys are done with dating.
I think she's pandering a little, but there is a lot of this going on right now. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a good guy. I'm not saying that all good guys are single or that all single guys are good. I'm just saying that a lot of us are kind of here right now. When I was a teenager, I thought dating worked like this. I did not know that this step was going to be here. I guess we could call this a negotiationship. It's when someone is not willing to give 100%. And it always happens when somebody drops the ball. For me, I've experienced a lot of ghosting, a lot of trading up, and it doesn't matter which guy I am. Even if I'm this guy, how do I know you're not gonna just do this? Couple women showed up wearing wedding rings. That does not inspire confidence. The most common thing for me is that we get to this stage and she says she wants to be polyamorous, which means she already is. I even had a crush on someone in 5th grade, and she didn't like me until after college, and we hung out for a month before she told me that she had a boyfriend. I've had some people tell me that I might just be attracting this kind of woman, and maybe that's true, or maybe they just shouldn't be doing these things, but for now, I'm just kind of out of ideas.
Ask the ladies to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Sydney,
So
you go
ridiculous.
first.
10.
Come on, bro.
Are we talking about like
Come
overall?
on, bro.
Looks.
3. Come on,
Looks?
bro.
Mhm.
3.
Guess an
3.
8,
3.
a 9, I guess. I don't know.
3.
I don't really look at myself and think, damn, I look like, I guess I do if I have a good day. I'm like, damn, I look like a 10.
3,
But
homeboy.
that's just mentally speaking.
Roll up
I
to
don't
Easter
know.
Europe.
Like, I feel great.
Okay, but so looks, like what do you rate yourself? 8 or 9?
Sure.
Which
Yeah.
one? Pick one.
8.5.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Fine.
Without makeup, I would say like 7. And with
Would've went
makeup, I
for
would
5.
say 8.5 to 9.
We
Okay.
gave you a 6 with makeup.
A solid 7 or 8.
Okay. Tara, what about you?
Say 8.
Okay.
6.5.
So only 110 at the table. Okay, would anyone like to revise their answers? I have some makeup remover.
Damn, bro. Damn. Honesty is the best policy. A modern woman isn't earning any awards in that area anytime soon.
Here's some crazy research for you. So a third of men, 33%, a little over a third of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner.
The same study said that by the year 2030, that 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single. So I've got a question for the men, because I see it all the time in my comments. Most of my comments are filled with guys
Passports.
saying we're not looking.
Passports.
We like our peace.
Where are you at, man?
Some more talk
Why?
from you guys. Tell me why you're
Passports.
done. Tell me why you don't
Passports.
want to have a partner.
You're manly. You're masculine. You hate men. You say you don't need a man. You don't want a 50-50 in a relationship. You want your money to be your money. My money's got to be your money. You act a fool in public. There's nothing feminine about you. Can't bring you around my family. Your rap sheet's longer than inmates on death row. You got more bodies on the streets than serial killers. What do you want from me? What do you bring to my life? How do you make me look better in the eyes of the world? You don't. I get laughed at. I get ridiculed. Yet when I get with you, I elevate your life. I put a ring on your finger. I make all your girlfriends jealous of you. No, none of my boys are jealous of me. Odds are some of my boys probably already hit. You can't cook. You're not clean. You don't know how to make a meal out of random items in the fridge. You order nothing but Uber Eats. You can't drive. Your tires are balding. You haven't changed your oil in a minute. Your car is on its last legs. And you're in hella debt. And you're asking me, what is the reason why men are calling it quits? Dating in the West today, they would rather go overseas, my friend. They would rather get a nice Latina, spice up those meals, get some thickness in their lives, some nice Latin music playing while she's cooking up a storm in the kitchen and wants to have your babies. Why not go to Southeast Asia? Same deal, more petite, exotic food, palm trees, coconuts, humble people that still live with their families and relish their parents. Eastern Europe, beauty standard of the world, pretty much. Supermodels, colored eyes, tall queens, held like ex-president's wife, Melania. They got like a 6'7" son, don't they? That one tall kid. That woman is like 5'11". Donald Trump is like 6'2". She had conqueror genes in her. They just birthed a son that's like 6'6" already. I forgot what his name is. Saw a picture of him next to Donald Trump. He's like towering over him. The kid's like 16 or something. Yeah, bro. So you tell me. If we're in a global dating market, why should anybody pick a Western woman over what's available everywhere else? Come on, man.
In life. Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner. Even if you weren't to remarry, just have
Divorce
a partner.
court.
I mean, I've talked to a lot of men. I've got my answers, but I want to hear
Child
it in
support
the
court.
comments. So please, drop it in
Alimony.
the comments.
Here's a lovely little PSA that nobody asked for.
Oh boy, buckle up, kids. This one's about to get real.
You wonder why the divorce rate's so high? You wonder why
Here we
there's so
go.
many women in their 20s, 30s,
Men's fault.
40s that are not in relationships or not getting married just because they plain don't want to?
Talk to me.
Or why there's so many single moms in the world right now?
Oh,
It's very easy, very simple. Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Oh, I see. Funny thing is, neither are men, and that's why we're walking away in droves. So, what's any different between men and women in this?
Let me say that again. Women are not accepting the bare minimum anymore.
We heard you, and guess what?
women are not accepting the bare minimum, but there's so many single mothers today. So you accepted a Tyrone or a Chad's kid. You have the bare minimum. You're a single mom. Your own man left you. You got pumped and dumped and ghosted with a kid in tow.
Neither are men.
What
If
an
you want to
idiot.
be a partner, please be a partner. If you want to be in a relationship, please give benefit
Okay, we actually agree on this point. You should be getting benefit from your partner. So why don't you tell us a few of the benefits that you're going to provide?
to someone. I can pay my own bills. I can make my own food. I can raise my own kids.
Congratulations.
Okay, guess what? We can do all those things too.
I understand that you're tired at the end of the workday, but so am I. But guess what? Someone has to do the laundry. Someone has to make dinner. Someone has to watch the kids.
And someone has to mow the lawn. Someone has to fix the car.
Clean the
Someone
gutters.
has to, I could list a whole bunch of things that men do
Yep.
that really women don't count as doing chores because it's not something they value. And the funny thing is, even when we do all those things, you discount it because, well, it's not done the way you would do it.
If you're not going to do that with someone, then just don't do it.
Okay, we hear you. That's why we're walking away.
Because we can do it all ourselves.
And so can we.
And we have a lot less socks to turn right side in the laundry.
Well, you got me there. I stand corrected. You see, I thought the things that women valued were love, respect, taking care of one another. Nope, I was wrong. You
Socks.
enlightened me. It really comes down to one thing. The only thing that matters to
Blair.
women is whether the socks are turned in the right way. And people wonder why. Gentlemen are just plain done.
I'm gonna give it to y'all real. Ladies, your man ain't leaving you because you overweight. He ain't leaving you because you got stretch marks or you got wrinkles. Your man ain't leaving you because you don't do your hair a certain way. He's not leaving you because your makeup, you're not as natural as you want. Listen, A lot of y'all think that men are leaving y'all for a superficial thing. Most men are leaving because they don't feel seen or appreciated. You understand what I'm saying? You will be amazed at how many men, all it takes is so little and he'll stay and he will continue. But our women are so hardened because of life that they won't even give that man the simple thing, because they would rather prove that they can stand alone than to be vulnerable and stand with their men. Ladies, I don't want your heart to be too hard when you got to prove to him in the world that you don't need him.
What's some of the comments saying? Why don't you want a partner? Because there aren't partner, they're leeches. Marriage in a nutshell. If you do everything right, you pay. If she does everything right, you pay. If you mess up, you pay. If she messes up, you pay. Whatever happened to dowry, dude? Her family, her dad is supposed to pay you to take her off his hands because she's costing him money. You know, there's a reason we had that kind of system in place for like thousands of years, probably. Can you imagine getting married and you were given like 50 G's, 100 G's? Here, just take her. Please. Please. I need her to get married. Here's 50 racks, my friend. Get your life started. Or, you know, the village, or not the village, but the little town pitches in, you know, like people come to your wedding and some places help you build a house. I don't know if they still do that in Eastern Europe, but the community, because it's mostly family, comes and gives you guys a nice push into starting your married life, send you on your merry way. Obviously, we don't do that in the West. You sign the paperwork and then good luck, you're on your own. If people show up to your wedding, cool story. You're not getting no gifts worth tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars in value to get your life started. We don't have community like that anymore. So even just starting a marriage is more difficult than it used to be in general, when a man used to get something for getting married. Like financially. I paid off my house. How could I risk losing it to her when I catch her cheating? Women, I'd rather be in a forest with a bear than a man. Also women, why can't I get a man? Sheesh. We'll see you guys on the next one.